get on the boat tour. Oh, the rest of the family right there. And we are going to bring y'all along. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited to see the nice houses and just to learn some history. Let's go.
It was a big historic home, but it needed way too much work to save it. And these guys actually were never interested in saving it. But it's a little pricey here. They paid $4.5 million for that old house just to tear it down to get a big lot. And they need the space, and this is why it's getting press. When that house is finished, it's going to be Winter Park's largest house, and actually one of Florida's biggest house. So that is going to be 41,000 square feet when they finish that house. It sits on a road called Palmer Avenue, which we're about to go under in this canal. And if you could drive around a little bit, I would. After we go under Palmer, the road to our right's Alabama Drive. And there are lots of good drives, but that's one of the favorites here. So just try to remember that. We actually see a lot of it on the next lake because it runs right along the shore of the next lake. And, I mentioned we're going to be on 3 lakes, so we use these canals to go from one to the other. The lakes are natural, and most Florida lakes are. Park, we have that little 6-column concrete structure. It's called an exaggerated, used primarily for what they're doing, taking pictures, and then you guys might want to also. But a lot of small weddings are held there. This is the time of year you see a lot of weddings. Alabama Drive, it's hard to see it, but in the very corner of the cove behind those boats is a building that used to be the Alabama Hotel, which was a high-end winter hotel built 100 years ago that ran its course, and they made it into condos 40 years ago, which still looks like this hotel. And the home to the left of it, it runs into Alabama Drive right there. It's called Via Tuscany, but it's not the oldest house back here. The house to the left of it with the black shutters is the oldest house in this cove. It's 106 years old, and this was a really sparsely populated town with a lot of orange groves on the water back then. And the largest orange grove on the lakes back then. Whoopsie, lost you guys. Anyway, as I say, the largest orange grove was the one that was here and went with that house. Because the original house, the left side of that house, is 100 years old, model of our house in Venice. The right side's an addition put on only 10 years ago. And then the house to the right of it looks the same because it's where their next door neighbor's house used to be, which they bought and tore down to build what's now their pool house over there. That's why they have the same arches, and now it's just one big old house. But the original house, the left side, was also made a little more famous when Tom Hanks used it to represent a scientist home in a movie called From the Earth to the Moon. That was 25 years ago. There's a house I'm going to show you on the next lake that used to belong to a guy named Fred Rogers, but he was better known as Mr. Rogers from his television shows for children. So I don't know, does everybody remember Fred Rogers? Some of you, my friends, maybe.
Yeah.
Some of you do. Good. He's Reynolds College's favorite graduate. He got a music degree in 1951, and the gentleman that had it built was from a town called Cortland, New York, but he went to live here in the winter. This is called Winter Park because it was strictly a winter community for wealthy Northerners. They didn't have air conditioning, so just the community. Nobody's here for about 6 months a year. But anyway, his wife didn't want to live in. 200 of his works are in the museum or on the lawn. It's called the Alvin Palacic Museum, and he was actually world renowned as a sculptor. He retired to Winter Park in 1950 and lived in that yellow house with his wife. And when he passed, she left the house and gardens as a shrine and a museum to him. So, great museum. It's pretty here. So they hold a lot of events on that lawn. In my opinion, the most important one they ever had was my daughter's wedding, which I'm still paying for. No, I'm not paying for that. They had a couple weddings last week, and this is a big time for weddings. Now, the house to the left of it is on the museum's property. It's the one I told you they cut in half and floated across the lake. So, here, but some of Orlando's lakes flow north into this lake, through Little Creek. Little canal, I'm coming up to it, but you can see right over here to the left, a little canal that goes to a smaller lake. It's called Lake Mizell. And then my house is just to the right. No, it's not my house. There, I wouldn't be driving this boat, trust me. I'd be sitting in there looking at you. But this one does have some history, at least the original building, which is the middle part. That's 100 years old. It started off as a businessmen's club.
Go ahead. What y'all thought about the cruise?
It was fun.
Y'all enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was fun.
What did you like about it?
When he started speeding.
When he was speeding up, just so you could get an extra breeze.
Yeah, the water was flying.
I liked the water splashing on me. I don't think Marquita did. Did you, Marquita?
I did.
Because one time you was looking like,
No, I was not trying to get it in my mouth.
It was really nice, y'all. Baby, what you thought about it?
Yeah, it was cool.
So overall, if you're ever in the, what is it, y'all? It's Winter Park, Winter Haven area. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen, y'all, because you know I mess it up. Area in Florida. Check out the Scenic boat tour ride. Stop, Markayla. It was really good, y'all. But now we are making a quick stop at Chick-fil-A, and then we heading back. All right.
It's not that I want you here. Yeah. It's not the way you say it to my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. Can't get away. On trees, beach views, and every day. All I wanna do is end up just on replay. Still right next to you. You do. Try not to show how I feel about you. You wish you way. You don't really want to. I just wanna get away.
right, y'all, so we heading back from the pool. So look, I tripped coming to the pool while Kayla talking about her mama. Then they in front of me this time, and I just tripped. She gonna come some, y'all hurry up and move, cause she ain't gonna fall on me. She ain't even trying to help me, y'all. She just gonna let me go down, and not help me at all. Ain't that fun? But anyway, y'all, that's it for today. We about to head back to the room, get something to eat, and call it a night. See you in the next one. Peace.
Baby,